as your discussion showed earlier,
right.
he's in the banking business.
He sees himself as the
There's a
alternative.
lot of businesses.
But I want to be clear, he sees himself as the alternative to Wall Street.
Right.
You know, so maybe it does make sense he's down there. I would just wanted to clear that up because I did not know that.
Yes, oh no, he's a hip-hop mogul, but he is a financial entrepreneur, no question about that. To see how the Occupy Wall Street movement is spread across the nation and to contribute your own story, you can visit cnn.com/openstory. It's a new way to interact, communicate, to share your voice. I want to say it again for you folks. It's cnn.com/openstory.
These days, the quickest way to anger a Tea Party official is to compare their movement to the Occupy Wall Street campaign. The Tea Party has been blasting the Occupy Wall Street protesters, looking for evidence of union ties, fringe rhetoric, and bad behavior, and quickly posting it all online. Earlier on American Morning, we actually spoke with representatives from both sides to find out if the two upstart movements can somehow coexist.
Everybody wants to compare these two movements, and we do agree that, you know, we're all mad as heck about the bailouts. But aside from that, I don't see that we have a lot in common. You know, I respect their First Amendment rights, their right to be there. I certainly respect that. But what is their objective? That's the difference in the Tea Party movement and Occupy Wall Street. We have a clear and defined objective.
Our view is that we're actually in this together. And if we are in this together, we need to ask ourselves, what are the things that can allow people to have decent and secure lives? Don't destroy their pensions, provide health care, have opportunity for young people. If you went downtown at Zuccotti Park, you'd be amazed at sort of the energy and love and good humor there.
That was a fascinating conversation I had with those two people. And the really interesting thing about this, the Tea Party is so defensive about being compared to Occupy Wall Street. It's now started this online thing. And I mean, they're posting really vile pictures of whatever protester they can find to be vile.
Well, but they're saying nobody was ever arrested. There was never a report of a confrontation with police. It was very interesting. They're sticking up their opposite ground.
But they're raising money through this movement now, talking about the Tea Party. They're posting these pictures online, and they're asking their supporters for money. So it's just an interesting phenomenon that's going on right now.
The Occupy Wall Street people, in some ways, helping the Tea Party raise some money. All right, Texas Governor Rick Perry may be looking for new life for his presidential campaign today. He's making his first major policy speech since he jumped into the race in August, 8 weeks ago. He's expected to lay out a bold new energy plan that promises 1.2 million jobs and makes us more secure by cutting our reliance on foreign oil. We spoke to him in our last hour about that and whether or not he's worried about his slide in the polls. A CNN poll of polls, an average of 4 national surveys, show you slipping into third place. How'd you blow that lead?
Well, these polls are going to go up and down. I've run for office for a decade as the governor of the state of Texas. I'm down 25 points when the last election in Texas, and that one turned out all right. What Americans are interested in is not the best debater, not the slickest politician. They're interested in a leader that looks them in the eye and says, listen, here's how to get this country working again. In about 2 hours, I'm going to be standing up in front of America and showing clearly how the President of the United States can get this country back working again.
Governor Perry also said he hopes he's making progress every day in his debating and in other parts of his life, he says. Critics have said it's not his thing and has cost him points. CNN will host the Western Republican presidential debate in Las Vegas live next Tuesday, October 18th at 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on CNN. Anderson Cooper will moderate. Carol Costello will be there live and for all the analysis the morning after.
We have such cool stuff planned. I can't let the cat out of the bag just yet, but I'm telling you, you have to join in next week. Okay.
It's going to be live animals? Like, what is it you're teaching? It's a political debate.
Now that you mention it,
You're going
to have to watch it.
Oh, you have to watch anyway. So.
President Obama heading to Motown today. He and President Lee of South Korea visiting a GM auto plant in Detroit. Last night, Lee and his wife were honored at a state dinner at the White House.
And take a look at Michelle Obama, all decked out in deep purple. Wow, the First Lady wearing kind of a sexy one-shoulder number. It was a purple gown designed by a Korean-American designer, Do-Ri Chung, and it sure turns heads. Check out the accents, especially the knee-high slit. Oh, we can't see it there. That's a beautiful dress, though. Oh, and she had a sparkling teal belt on, which was a nice contrast to the purple. You wouldn't think of putting those colors together.
This conversation really happened. We will continue to follow developments with Michelle Obama's dressing and on Wall Street as the police move into the protest area. CNN, as you can see there, is live to be for all the breaking.